It's you! It's you!
Wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up! Up you wake, up you wake, up you wake, up you wake!
Hello, 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 everyone. Long time no see. I was in the middle of editing 2 long videos for the channel when I saw a review for War of the Worlds pop up on my feed. And I was like, okay, Ice Cube, bad movie. I've seen this one before. But then people on YouTube started reviewing this movie. And I just started seeing it more and more and more on my feed. And I was like, do I have to watch this? And I did. And I made a giant mistake. If you want to watch this with me, I already did. I recorded it. It's on the Patreon, so you can watch that.
Living in my damn house, playing dumbass video games. That's what I see.
Is Ice Cube gonna play anything other than a grumpy ass dad? Holy shit. Does this guy do anything else? Amazon Prime's War of the Worlds is an adaptation of that book that you know but probably haven't read. Just like me, I'm American, we don't read. But you definitely do know it from the Steven Spielberg adaptation with Tom Cruise that was very 9/11 coded. There was ash everywhere. Now, I should have just listened to everyone. This is torture. This is a hard watch. And the moment for me when I realized that all of the rumors of this movie were true was within the first 5 seconds when Ice Cube loads up his DHS profile on a computer screen.
Dude, this is dark web.
And we get this zoom out that you are going to see a lot of. Usually when you watch a really bad movie, you hope that they would have done more to make the film more interesting. But as you will see with how they navigate the quote-unquote camera all over the screen, you'll wish they did less. They could have done less. So Ice Cube logs into his computer and yes, I have not moved on from the very first shot. It's that bad. This movie is that bad. For some reason, his job title is on the desktop. Like for some reason, we wouldn't have understood what this guy does within like 5 minutes of the movie.
Any noise about it on your end?
Nope, I watch people, not weather. All right, that's crazy right there.
So this DHS guy is listening to Spotify because we need the air to not be dead because we would be bored. But also it's for accuracy because Spotify is the devil, in case you didn't know. And then we inexplicably have Ice Cube in the top right of the frame the whole time. I guess because he likes to look at himself. Is this character vain? Is this supposed to be something that we are supposed to gather? Or maybe it was because the director was like, the actor needs to be on the screen or else we're gonna be bored. We can't not see a face. We need the music to be playing. We need these zooms. We need these whips. We need these pans. We need all of it. They also add a lot of Foley to the CCTV footage that you see, so you're hearing like footsteps shuffling, a busy room, and people talking. There seems to be no rhyme or reason behind whether the camera moves across the screen or if we jump forward in time. It's like they didn't know how long each of Ice Cube's beats were supposed to be when they shot this coverage, so the edit is random in every sense of the word. There are moments where we're watching Ice Cube and they'll just randomly jump cut, whether he's waiting for a phone call and they'll jump cut twice to extend the tension, or Ice Cube is in the middle of a thought and they will jump cut in between like a sentence. It's crazy.
Total destruction.
We're out of time.
And the randomness isn't even competent either, because you'll catch actors resetting within a couple of frames before they cut to the next shot, or they'll use 2 different takes in the same scene.
I'm coming. I'm coming for you now. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming right now.
Or the camera will just pan away from Ice Cube so they can add in a little ADR line and then pan right back to him.
I need your domestic threat analysis right away.
Roger that.
Usually when a movie is really bad, you can see the stitches in the filmmaking, but this film is literally bursting at the seams. Okay, I'm in the middle of editing this right now, and I just want to show you this scene where they literally reuse the same take 4 times in a row.
10 seconds later. 10 seconds later. By sheer coincidence.
Can you imagine the amount of self-confidence and self-esteem you would need to have to put this out into the world?
To get to the data.
I wish that they took all of the crazy camera movements that you see on the screen in this movie and took all of that effort and just put it into the writing. That would have been great. Why are we zooming out and zooming back in? Just cut!
Oh, shit.
So while this film stumbles through all of its necessary or unnecessary exposition, we spend a considerable amount of time watching him watch his daughter, his adult daughter, and her name is Faith, just in case you didn't understand their dynamic after like their first conversation, because he needs to have faith in his daughter's abilities and not spy on her constantly. Do you get it?
1 hour later.
That's not gonna work.
Dad, just have some faith.
She said the line? I don't know how people fail up with lines like this or with dialogue like this. Like someone read this script, somehow it got to Amazon Prime. I don't know how this happened. This is the type of film that is so bad, it makes you not want to make movies if you've ever had any ambition to make movies or like pursue any artistic avenue, because the execution is so demoralizing. It just hurts the soul to watch a movie like this. But also it's pretty funny, so we're gonna keep going. We are also introduced to Faith's boyfriend, whose name is Mark Goodman, and the introduction of this character gives us some of Ice Cube's best acting he's ever done.
Keep up the good work over there, okay? And then thank you for your service.
We're also introduced to some of Ice Cube's colleagues, which include people in the presidential administration and an FBI agent. We end up having to watch this raid that's about to happen with only 3 officers present for some reason. And when I saw this, it made me really think more broadly around the amount of people that are actually on screen on a given moment. And that kind of thought process forced me to actually look at the background whenever Ice Cube was on screen, because this is the only man at work. Doesn't the Department of Defense get a lot of money? Like, why is this office empty? Why doesn't this guy have coworkers? This is a multi-billion-dollar organization. It's an incredibly silly movie. There's even a moment where this agent, her name is Jeffries, she's like entering the building and the phone is in front of her face, like she's doing like a selfie with the gun in her hand. And we even cut to a wide shot from the CCTV footage to see her doing this. Doesn't she have a body cam? What happened to body cams? The other guys have it.
Will, what's the unit number?
Are they out of sync?
Stand by.
What the fuck?
I want this to be clean and surgical. We don't know who these
Why does the audio sound perfect, but the video is trash? They would both be trash at the same time. The aliens come, and from there, it gets hilarious. The visual effects are horrifically bad. The timing of how certain events are unfolding in terms of the news and characters relaying information to Ice Cube, it doesn't make sense. It's honestly so manipulative because the film wants to be in real time in one moment, and then like all of these things are happening over time, but it never establishes like what the rules are. But we do get some more hilarious Ice Cube acting in this empty room with no coworkers. And the camera is just still going all over the place. It is trying to stress you out, but it's so forced because all it's doing is just cutting to things very quickly, and the music is incredibly loud. So all of these terrible elements of this film are just happening at the same time. They were like, this is the most devastating frame we can end on. Whenever the actors are running away from the aliens, they're looking directly into the camera as they're running instead of looking in front of them like a normal person would, or like they're purposefully putting the phone in a way as if like as if it was a movie and not like real life. And I really do feel bad for these actors, because I feel like when they were told this, maybe some of them were kind of actually excited at the prospect of what this could have been, but the execution is terrible, and they're forced to do very serious things in a very unserious way.
Got him!
There's a certain point towards the middle of the film when the humans start to fight back against the aliens, and we're seeing this unfold over the news. And I was just like, okay, well, the movie's over now, right? Because we figured out a way to kill them, so we can just do that to all of them. But for some reason, the movie just keeps going.
What the hell do they want?
And then there's this whole conspiracy theory subplot with the son character, who again is this anonymous stand-in character. You know, there's all these conspiracies, man. Like, you gotta believe in these conspiracies because they're real. And Ice Cube's like, no, man, I actually work for the government. I'm in the system. I know what's real and I know what's not real. And then he learns about all these conspiracies from like secret documents, and we get these fun little zoom-ins on UFOs. Very poorly designed articles and documents. This is just like one of those things that you see a lot in disaster movies, where there's like a conspiracy theorist and everyone writes off the conspiracy theorist, but ultimately the conspiracy theorist is right the whole time. And it's just like that weird dumb guy confirmation thing that you see in movies. And the people who believe in this shit will watch a movie like this and be like, yeah, no, that's me. I'm that guy.
Briggs is behind the whole thing. No wonder he wanted to catch the disruptor.
Dave, Goliath, Dave, Goliath, David, Goliath, Dave and Goliath. Do you get it? Do you It's just silly, irresponsible writing. So the third act happens, and this is when the film really falls apart. Every aspect of this film that doesn't work is turned up to 11, and all the pitfalls of screen movies are on full display. Even having the conflict force the protagonist to leave the screen, and Ice Cube is forced to vlog himself making the noble sacrifice. It is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I love you guys!
There's even an Amazon product placement in this Amazon Prime movie, and Mark Goodman needs to fly his drone to Ice Cube, but he needs to make an Amazon order first, and then the drone just falls over on its back, and they have to give this random bystander an Amazon gift card for $1,000 to get him to flip over the drone. And this drone apparently is incredibly aerodynamic. It can evade alien technology trying to destroy it. There was a Tesla driving by it, and they did nothing, but they see this tiny little drone, and the aliens are like, oh, we have to kill this drone because it's the third act. We have to. The manipulation in the storytelling is very ever present, even with just like the rules of how things work, because they need to get like an emotional beat across, and it's really stupid. Like, the aliens wipe every single website off of the internet, and they even suck up the data from the last voice message his late wife sent him on Messenger. But for some reason, he can still send emails on Gmail and live stream on YouTube just fine.
Remember to take out the trash today.
And be nice to the crew.
Say the line, Bart!
Remember to take out the trash today.
And be nice to the crew.
The film ends with Ice Cube leaving the Department of Homeland Security, and he's asked by the Secretary of Defense to return to the DHS, and he's like, no, actually, I'm not gonna watch other people. I'm done with that. I'm gonna be watching you. And for how much of a conspiracy boner this movie has, you'd think they'd do a better job with showing the consequences of being a whistleblower in the United States. Like, what is this background? I bet you Rainbolt, the GeoGuessr guy, can find this man in like 10 seconds.
Mexico.
If you spend more than like 2 seconds thinking about anything that happens in this movie, it'll actually brick your brain. So I would recommend not thinking about it too hard. I didn't even really touch everything that happens in this movie. Again, this is a movie that needs to be seen to be believed. Just because other people are saying the movie is bad is not a replacement for the enjoyment that one would get from watching this.
Good. Thank God.
I mean, look at this frame. This is when Ice Cube turns on the government and he suddenly makes this his screensaver. It's got all these really fun buzzwords like false flags, government censorship. It's a silly movie. I don't even know why I'm still describing this. I think I need to go. I think I'm done.
And then thank you for your service.
If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you agree or disagree, tell us in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your friends. Do all the things. Superman video coming soon. Timothy Chalamet video coming soon. See ya. Bye-bye.